My view is, it's not. Teachers should teach. They shouldn't be walking around with guns in schools. Just don't. I mean, even our school safety agents are not armed. There's a reason for that. I think we really want to be careful about saying that metal detectors are the answer to that, because I don't think they are. But we do have to use them. What we'll probably do is look at, doing these spot checks to help keep people off guard and to send a message that we are paying attention to what comes into the school building at any given time. And that's a good thing. But if we know of schools where that's something that has been a frequent occurrence, where we're finding weapons either outside the school or coming into the school, then hopefully those are doing their job. Particularly if you don't find weapons, the number of weapons increasing. So if we're keeping them out as a deterrent, that's certainly one of the tools. I don't know that it's the only tool. And again, I think, I always want to go back to connecting it to the overall school climate.
The counter argument is, look, we do it at the airport, we do it in office buildings, why not a school? And you're saying case by case basis, more or less.
Yeah, I think when you need to, I think, as I say, I believe that it does impact the climate in the school. It sends a message to the kids that this school is unsafe. The training that we're doing and continue to do in a variety of areas is to add better skills and more skills and tools for our officers to use to keep safe and also to be more effective in what they do. So the goal is to help, wherever we can, to try and talk people down, to give them some space, those kinds of things. So I think that's really what we want. We want to continue to reinforce with our officers.
So officers using smartphones now in ways that they hadn't before. Take me through how that works.
Smartphones give them access to the databases that we have here. We can get information in real time right there in the palm of their hand. They can get other information. If it's an emotionally disturbed person job, we can look at that location and see how often we've been there, when we were there, give us a sense of what the nature of the job might be. Domestic violence jobs, or whatever the nature is, or as I said, individual who might be on probation or parole or wanted even. So the phones make that a huge difference. We weren't anywhere near being wealthy, but we didn't know we were poor. I guess we maybe weren't really poor, but we ate every day and we had a roof over our heads. So it's all relative. But I look back. And sitting here, most of those folks have, gone before us. They died, but I think, I was real close to my grandmother. Spent my time in the kitchen with her, so I cook a lot. I'm a frustrated chef, and but I tell you that that upbringing, is sort of a large part of who I am, and they cared about politics. They cared about education, and they cared about treating people with respect. So I think becoming a police officer was why it made sense to me. Crime is down. It's not it's not perfect. There's still communities that still feel it, and we have to be cognizant of that, but we keep working at it. And I talk to all our cops. I'm out there. I'm always stopping to talk to the cops. I think of them as my cops, and I ask them, when you get out of bed this morning, could you wait to get to work? And they look at me and they figure it out and they say, no, I couldn't wait to get to work. That's what you want. And that's how I felt when I was a young cop. And I couldn't wait to get to work. And I feel the same way now. So when I get up in the morning and it's time to go to work, I'm ready to go to work. I come in here early and leave late. Still love it. And when that stops, then I'm out.